Hello, trading is closed on July 12, 2016. Yesterday, as I've done for several days straight, I said the pattern was basically negative, and unless we gapped up over the high, lower prices should print. And today, as has happened for several days in a row, we gapped up over the high and there was no call. Call was killed before the open. I guess if I had to choose between making calls that were killed before the open or making calls that were just plain wrong, I'd rather make calls that got killed. But the point is, I was looking for a drop in this time frame, and instead we've had a good rally, and that's too bad. Number of DeMark indicators were all lined up, and they just did not work. Technically, they aren't killed until we trade over today's close, but I think they've been a big disappointment, to say the least. During the day, MEJT said here, ultimately higher price would print. They did. Said this move would retrace. Said that move would retrace, and they did. Well, here's the latest DeMark indicator. It's a early bar 13 of a sequential sell on the 130-minute chart. The other combo and sequential sells on other time frames have not worked. So I'm going to make a note of this one, but I'm not going to make a call based on it. Technically, the other ones aren't killed until we trade past today's close. So I guess if we get it down and hold it, things could still work out, but I'm not really counting on that. Another disappointment from Tom was this TD trend line. I was looking for it to hold. We broke over it today. Technically, if we gap under this line tomorrow, the pattern is still intact. I think that's possible, but that's not what I'm expecting to happen. When these things fail, they usually fail in a large way, but that doesn't mean that we have to go up tomorrow. As far as the longer pattern is concerned, I've had to change my exotic wave count and go to something more standard. I still think this is gray wave A with an ABC. I still think since everything counts in threes, we're still in a corrective wave. But now we'll go with the standard A, B, C for A, B, C for B, and I think we're in wave C up, which should complete wave B, gray B. Where that is, where it's going to end, I do not know. As far as tomorrow's concerned, it's the same pattern. We have a gap up, new highs, and can't hold them unless we promptly take out these highs. Ideally, by gapping over them, lower prices should print. We have a few other things which are negative here. One is we've gapped up 4 days straight. I've seen 5 in a row, but usually 3 is all you get before you get a correction of some kind. We also have a daily pattern tomorrow, which typically hits a high in the first 1 to 2 hours of trading and then drops the rest of the day. So over the shorter term, if we don't take out these highs promptly, lower prices should print. Over the longer term, a lot of these DeMark sell signals I was counting on are on the verge of failing, and unless we have a gap down sharply and hold it, they will fail. I still think higher prices will print at some time, followed by a retracement. I just don't have a call at this time for how high, and that's today's call.